I'm not putting anything in my hair. Oh, well, I'm not putting anything in my hair. I'm gonna leave it alone. It's daytime. Say it's a little dark in here too. Can you see me? My hair is crazy. I have my hair in a ponytail. What's going on? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Hello, everybody. It is Sunday. I'm on vacation still, and my hair is a little crazy right now. Why is it doing that? I might just need to take my hair out, my ponytail. I have that ponytail right now because it was hot, and I wanted to keep it out of my hair, my face. All this hair, when it gets hot, it's crazy. So look at all that. Look at that craziness. Ooh, look at that crazy, isn't that? We're gonna grab a hat. I'm gonna grab a hat, kids. Well, actually, it doesn't look bad this way. I guess it doesn't look that bad like that. Let me do that. I gotta put you back over here. I'm looking way over there. What am I looking at? Okay, there we go. We'll do this way. I look at that bad. Hello, everybody. Of course, you know I had to come on. You knew I had to come on. I'm going to do an unveiling of my award I just bought, but I think I need more lighting. There we go. Get some more lighting in here. But yes, let me plug my phone in because it's dying. Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of dying. Have it on silence. Silence. We'll see if everybody comes on. Normally this will be General Hospital time, so you guys should have notifications that I'm on. Also, someone issued an apology. I did a GHJDs this morning, and I see there's an apology out there, and I'm very curious. So I'll wait till some folks come on. If you guys come on, then I'll do. Rename. Do. Nobody's coming on. It's so funny. I'm actually on for the first time on a Sunday, like at 1 something, and nobody's coming on. I know it's Memorial Day weekend, so you might be traveling, going somewhere, or whatever. I'm sure. Excuse me. Do. I'll wait a little longer. See if anybody comes on. All right, so I did that. It's warm in Los Angeles. Oh, hi, Bridget. So I got somebody's here. Bridget Epps is here. Hi, Bridget. One person. This is so fun. I come on all the time. They usually have more people than this. There's somebody coming on. They're like, screw you, James. You don't come on anymore. Like, coming on. We're not going to come on until you talk about General Hospital. They're seeing daytime today going, nope, not coming on. What I got to talk about is General Hospital related. It should count for something. So we'll see. Today, be on for a little bit because I have some stuff to do. I'm still on vacation. So I guess I'll start with the apology thing because so I did a JSJ Deeds on the Michael Kruse situation. He plays Rory, the whole tweeting scandal, and there's actually there's actually an apology he did. So I'm going to read his apology. So Bridget, you ready, girl? Let's talk about this. Okay. This is from him. To the individuals that have reached out to me for personal conversations, thank you very much. To the others who are willing to hear me out, I am very sorry for any offense or harm I may have caused you for past comments. An anonymous individual utilized a third-party website to dig up all deleted tweets of mine. The most troubling ones were from around 2012. I erased my entire Twitter post a few years ago because I I had said some idiotic things in the past. Lo and behold, I did. I understand that some of my comments seemed outright racist and homophobic. To be clear, I have never held such beliefs in my heart. I was making very poor attempts at being funny, shocking, provocative, and this was unfortunately at the expense of marginalized groups of people. Again, I deeply apologize. I apologize deeply. Regarding a specific tweet in November 2012 about Barack Obama that I feel is most offensive, as I've said to others in private dialogue, that tweet was so poorly worded and nearly impossible to defend. I get that completely. My point was that it seemed like people were dwelling on race and skin color of Barack Obama after being elected and reelected, as opposed to his actual merit, which made him most deserving of becoming our nation's leader. I was not trying to make a hateful comment, as it seemed. I was trying to shed light on his actual character as a human and its appeal to those who voted for him. I want to make it clear that I currently do not and never have had any issues with the skin color of President Obama or anyone. I am confident in the real meaningful relationships I have with individuals of color and marginalized groups. Many of them I've had most of my life. By myself alone, I am trying to make peace with anyone who is willing to give me a chance to reveal my true character. I'll do my best to respond to all direct messages in light of this. I'm still very much welcome the dialogue and approval exchange from people who have given me the chance to converse. So that's what Michael Kruse said, who plays Rory. I have reached out to him to come on my show. So you want to talk about it? Come on my show. I mean, because for me, I am curious where he is. Michael Kruse is a person of color himself. Not saying people of color can't be racist to other people of color. Not saying you can't be homophobic if you're a person of color. I'm not saying any of that, so nobody jump on me. I was saying I'm curious to where he's at with all this. So we'll see. Maybe he'll come on my show and we'll talk about it. I think I'm open. I don't know the dude. I don't know him from nobody. I'm not goo gaga over him. My comments this morning were more about the fans and their reactions to him, ready to cancel. I'm not a person who's a cancel culture person right away. I'm a consequence culture person, meaning that if you post something and someone sees it, there might be consequences. That goes for me too. So I'm always curious about that. And I always go that route. Like, well, if you say these things that are fucked up, there's chances that people are going to say stuff to you. But Twitter is ablaze. I mean, I literally was not on Twitter for like a day, and all of a sudden I came back. I was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Okay," but I decided to call his name. And people were just like not saying his name. I tweeted 20 minutes to find out who he was. It's crazy. So we'll get back to that in a second. But Candace Mack is in here. So Candace Mack, I got two. She knows already. I got 2 Indie Series Awards booklets. Michael Manish just had me send him his page. He's a photographer. Where am I looking? I gotta look over here. There we go. So I have the programs because I wasn't there. See 2. So one's for Candace. I saw Twitter. Hey, you wrote it. You wrote it. I got to meet up with Susan Bernhardt, one of the organizers, creators of ISA Awards. I got to give her a big hug because we both live here in LA. And she handed me my award, which is in this nice handy box. We're going to unbox it right now. I have to say, my sister filmed me getting it, unboxing it in the car. And then, so I may post that later, but I posted pictures of the award and everything already. It comes in this nice box. I'm gonna take it out right now. I can't believe I have it. I cannot believe I have one. It is beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. There it is. In the ISA 12, Indie Series Award, Best Ensemble, Audio Drama, Audio Fiction, Forever and a Day, 2022. There it is. It's so pretty. I can see you. I can see you. It is so pretty. I love it. I love it. I had Sean Kanan, who's an ISA award winner himself for Studio City, which I'm in season 2, episode 2. Thanked me, congratulated me also. He said, "Welcome to the club." So I am an ISA winner with Sean Kanan. This award is so cool. I wish I could sit it somewhere. But I wrote a heartfelt thank you to everybody. Especially to the crew, to Candace Mack, Casey Hutchinson, Emily O'Quinn, to Carolina Sivas, all the writers, ex-writers, to the incredible cast that was on there. Well, actually, okay, so Candace, then if you're getting yours, if you're sending them all out, well, then I'll wait. If you get a program, let me know. But just one for you. Well, I'll hold on to it just in case, because you may get one of there too. So wait. But thank you. It's like I said, even though Fervent Day is no longer on my network, we won for shows that season that was on my network, and I took a chance. Well, Kat's got a speech. She's going to do a whole thing. Kat's going to do it. She's one of the only Edition Days award winners to have a speech and everything ready. She's ready to do it. But no, it's surreal. I almost cried. It's surreal. And it's a major industry award. So now I have this and my Capital City Web Award. Wait, let's show you that one too. They will be next to each other. So here's my Capital City Webs. See, they're pretty. Let's put them together. They're really pretty. My 2 industry awards. Who would have thought in my 50s I won both of these? Here we go. There we go. They're both so pretty. They're both pretty. For Breaking Into, Forever and a Day. 2 shows that I took chances on. For the role of James Hutchinson, playing Larson person. It is just, I also was part of the ensemble. So I came around the season finale. So playing myself. But I mainly got this because I talked to them. I was like, well, yeah, anyone who is an ensemble is an ISA winner. So the whole cast. But also I was told as a producer, as a network head, I'm allowed to have one of these awards, so to speak. So I had an award. But also Breaking Into You, they're both going to be nice together. Yeah, so it's going to be really nice. So I'm very happy about that. It's nice to have your work recognized. It is. It's nice to have your work recognized. And after all the stuff that we worked hard on, the cast of Forever Day, especially I don't know about season 3, but season 2, wonderful. Season 1, wonderful cast. Many of which are on my other shows. We go back and forth and use them. Great cast. It was 5 films out of 5. It was a great win. So for me, it was a nice validation of taking chance on someone who has a vision, because you should always try to see value in other people. I used my platform to launch the series, and it was beneficial for both of us. I mean, it wasn't just all about, it helped me out too, and led to Miss Road and Claus the series, all the way up to the current ones we have, the email and everything. The award show was on Facebook. They had some issues. Candace knows, so it was on Facebook. And it could be still on their page. I don't know, but I wasn't there. Neither was Candace. We weren't there. So Lucretia was there for sure. Elizabeth was there, but we weren't there. I didn't go because I was like, should I go? Should I not go? I didn't go, and then I really didn't think we were going to win either. They had some really good competition. Let me tell you the competition. Okay, let's see the competition for best ensemble. Let's tell you what's going on here. It's warm in my house. Best ensemble, we were opposite Jack and Lou, A Gangster Love Story, Around the Sun, and Clutch Chapter 3. And all of those got Best Audio Fiction Series, which we didn't get the nomination for that, but they did. And their actors and actresses were against our actors and actresses. Jack and Lou, A Gangster Love Story had Lisa Kudrow. So that was crazy. So, Rookie, I just read the apology by Michael Kruse from General Hospital, who plays Rory. I just read the whole apology. So that was first, and then that's why my award. So now we can go back to that. We go back to the Rory situation of GH. I thought so. For me, I have a completely mixed feelings, of course. I'm just like, okay, well, some folks, you believe what you believe. You go on social media, you say you have verbal diarrhea, you say everything you feel. Some folks stand by what they say, which is that's what they say. And I think what the interesting thing is, it's the whole thing of forgiveness and change. And I always say people can change. Their views can change. I have friends who personally have changed, but it wasn't overnight. They changed over the years and situations. They have changed, but it can take a while. And this guy, Michael Kruse, who his tweets were somewhere as recent as 2020. Someone went in. So there was like several things that were going on. People who were pissed that someone did this, they went and found his tweets and posted them. And he said that he had erased them, so we deleted them, which we just know nothing is ever deleted for real online. Once it's posted, it's out there forever somewhere. And if you have enough time on your hands, you can find it. My brother taught me that story. If you have enough time on your hands, you can totally find it. That's just, and I also want people to know that not all actors in the soaps are liberal Democrats. They just aren't. Many actors keep quiet and literally just act. They do their acting and everything's not possible. It's just, things. But it's completely one of those things where it's like, again, I was taught this, putting our people on pedestals. You have to be careful with that period. These are just folks who act. They can feel whatever they want off camera. You gotta be careful with that. Because they do. And I know some things your hair will curl by some people. But I'm not gonna say anything. It's not my business to tell. But that's just how it is. It's hard. And some folks are way nicer than you think too. There's some folks who are the opposite. You think, oh my God, they're totally, And so I say sometimes I wish I didn't know everything. I don't want to know everything. I don't want to know everybody's business. And some folks feel they want to know everything. Now, there was that issue. So someone going in and doing that to him. Yeah, it sucks, but nowadays everyone does it now, especially when you become famous. Secondary is many people feel that this was done out of spite because he's intruding on a favorite couple, Sprina. That could be possible too. I tell you, some fans are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs sometimes. So, so that's totally possible. And someone was like, I want to ruin this guy. But here's the problem. If there's stuff to find, there's stuff to find. Now, the third thing that I always talk about, folks, and I know you out there are talking about this too, about me moving on unjudgmental. I just find it very interesting how quickly folks are ready to get rid of him. And it's oh, he's canceled, he's this and that. And that's always a really quick thing from that. And I feel like people have a right to be heard and triggered by things people say. If you said it, you said it. Now, apologies. You all the chatter and myself, we all can tell when someone's faking it or someone's not really or real or authentic. We all can tell, right? You can tell if someone's saying it just to save their job or not. Sometimes it takes a couple of things. And yes, sometimes we put our foot in our mouths and stuff. But see, here's the thing. As a person who's an othered person, a person who is marginalized in several ways, and bombarded with negativity about the other parts of me all the time, by media, culture, everything, it can get tiring. It can. And so I would never tell a person who's gay or a person who's Black or whatever group that someone's saying about them, get over it, whatever, it's fine, he apologized. I would always say, I understand, because we get stuff all the time, but I would say, try to stay open and get the whole story. That's what I'm trying to, I'm just like, let's just try to get the whole story first, and let's hear this person out and see if they're and like you said, we all watch. You go, okay, yeah, that sounds truthful. That sounds this. Um, but here's the question I ask all of you out there who are watching: are we sometimes too easy? But I know the other side where we're too hard on people. Sometimes we go the other way, it's too hard. But then are we too easy sometimes if we think that person's good looking, or I think that person's hot, or we like their acting or their music? Do we ease up because it's mixed with what we think? That's something I always think about too. So do we go, well, people do change, but saying homophobic things, saying racist stuff, retweeting racist narratives and things like that, it's like, are we just kind of like, oh, everybody's racist. Everybody doesn't post stuff like that. I didn't. You can go through all my tweets and my Facebook posts. I'm not racist, so and I'm not homophobic, clearly. So I don't have any of those kind of tweets. Now you can find probably other tweets of me drinking and partying and things like that. So like that, or saying something, kind of, not maybe controversial in terms of how I feel about something. I do opinion television, so yes. I always stand by everything I say. So it's just a question to people, like, are we also just going, well, because see, everybody was hot for this man. Their panties were wet. People were coming on themselves because this guy showed up in Port Charles. And literally like 2 days ago, the pool scene, everybody was all into him. Then this comes up. Now those same folks like, he's canceled, he's done. And others are going, well, we do change. So is 2 years enough to change? Is 10 years enough to change? Just questions. I have no idea. For some people, probably yes. I would like to hear how he has changed. His apology is more like, I was trying to make jokes, which that happens sometimes. I make jokes. I read the things I saw. They didn't seem like jokes to me. Again, you can always get tone from texts and messages. You can always get tone. So was it he was trying to be ironical and it just didn't work out? But then he deleted his tweets. So my thought is, oh, so you knew they were wrong on some level then. I guess, because if you don't think there's anything wrong with them, if you're like, because comedians will stand by their jokes. They may say, I'm sorry, it was meant to be this way. They don't erase their jokes a lot of times. Now, I see Nancy Lee Grahn was brought up, and I mentioned her in my thing earlier. Nancy Lee Grahn, Ingo Rademacher, there's a whole thing there. Ingo believes what he believes. People like Antonio Sabato Jr., very conservative, believes what he believes. I tried getting him on my show. He refused to do my show, and I was totally going to do it with him, give him a chance. It was going to be a challenge for me, but Antonio Sabato Jr. was like, no. But I'm like, but you feel like, but he was saying in press, he felt very oppressed by the liberal media. And I'm like, I'm basically liberal media. I'm here to like, let you talk. Let's talk about this. And he wouldn't do it. So that's a little tea for you guys this morning on Sunday. Ingo, I reached out to you and heard from him, because I want to give him a chance to talk about it. And, and he believes what he believes. And there are fans who agree with him. Not every fan agrees with what we may agree with, but every fan agrees with him. Steve Burton kept quiet. He didn't talk. Probably smartest thing on earth. He didn't say anything. There's certain friends of mine I know who are Republican and stuff. They don't say anything. They just do their jobs and they keep it going and keep moving. They do. And so I'm just like wondering. Now, Nancy Lee Grahn believes what she believes. I like Nancy, and I agree with a lot of stuff she says. But has she put her foot in her mouth several times? Yes, she has. And she has apologized. As I say, Candace, nothing is ever deleted. Not really. It just isn't. They always say it just when it's on, it lives somewhere online, somewhere. I mean, and here's another thing I get too. You never know if you're going to become popular on anything. I mean, that's a crowd. There's 100 million actors out there on all kinds of projects that you've never heard of before or never seen. Even for me, being in this soap press business, I luck out. I stick out. I luck out that I stand out. I have several ways I stand out, and I lucked out that way. So I've moved my way up the ranks, and you guys know who I am. A lot of folks know who I am. through hard work, determination, being Black, being big, being deep voiced. I learned out. So, it's completely one of those things where you don't know if it's going to become popular, but however, we're all one project away from something, happening. Eric Braeden speaks his mind too. Eric Braeden, he is liberal, and he speaks his mind. And I was shocked that he was liberal. I didn't know he was liberal. I thought for sure he'd be Robert Cook. No, he's liberal. And I love Eric Braeden. He don't care. He goes to people all the time. So there are some folks who do, and you have a right to not like what they're saying, of course, or care for what they're saying. I'm not telling you not to, I would never say, I said this before on Twitter, I will never censor people. I know some folks probably should be censored, but I don't. I just think everybody it's your page, your right to put it out there. So that's why I say I'm more of a consequence culture than cancel culture. So I'm like, there should be consequences to what you're saying. That yes. But it should be canceled. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the thing. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I just brought Antonio Apology to give you a little insight that I was gonna have on my show and talk to him and try to see what's going on. So that's what I was gonna do. And but I'm just like, I just think that it's if you have something to say, let's do it. Yes. There's Marlon Wallace. I saw you comment on my thing. That's the thing. Can you? Sometimes I can't. The funny thing about artists, like in music, go back to the 50s and 60s and 70s, a lot of those Black men artists beat their women. It's just known. They beat their women. But they're so talented. R. Kelly, so talented, horrible off camera. Bill Cosby, smart, talented, horrible off camera. James Brown beat his women. Ray beat his women. They beat their women. So that, like this, so it's kind of like, in some cases I can separate it, and in some cases I can't. It's just, it's if they're a continual racist and homophobes continually, then I don't support their work, which is of course our right. Don't watch their shows, don't support their movies, don't buy their music. That's your dollar is very important. So put it to where you want to put it. So I say to people all the time, like, you have rights to, but there you go. There's a lot of things that Michael says, Sandy. You have to go online. It's not just one thing. It's a lot of tweets from 2012, 2013, 2014, 2020. See, if it was one thing, there you go. But it's a lot of things. So that's another thing too. He continuously on his Twitter said inflammatory things. So that's kind of another thing too. It's kind of like, but again, I don't know him. We're right. We shouldn't judge. We're going to judge anyway. We're going to judge. But I don't know him. I don't know him from Adam or anything. I don't know anything. I don't know anywhere. But I'm one of those people who's like, I'll give it a chance and see what he has to say. It's that's the thing. Maybe some people feel that way on their off life, and so it's kind of like, are they apologizing just to stay with the fans because they got out, or is it sincere? And that's what we have to figure out. But I always wait. What's funny to me is there's some folks who call themselves so press or whatever, who talk shit about me all the time, which I always find out. Because it's a small world. So just anybody who watches me or tells people, it goes back to somebody else, I always hear everything you say about me. So I hear it, and I don't give a shit. People know that at this point. So you can say whatever you want to about me, it's fine. I stand by every statement I make. So what's funny to me was seeing people jump on his defense early on, and then 4 hours later, when more stuff came out, I posted that tweet that was like 4 hours ago. I didn't know this stuff happened. I was like, I am not quick to comment at first. I usually wait until I see and hear most of this, or everything of most of this stuff. Take your time, see what's going on before you comment. And take your time. But some folks have verbal diarrhea, they gotta say everything. It's like, no, take your time, see what's going on, then come in, assess, and then come in and make your comments. So there are a bunch of folks having to backpedal, going, well, I didn't, and now they're getting in trouble from fans going, oh, you're supporting him. Oh, you're supporting it. And I'm like, see, you had to talk because you're in love with him, so you had to talk about it, and now you're having to cover up. So for me, again, I don't know. And I just, it's kind of like several things. Like, it's just that we don't, I mean, there's some folks who are homophobic and they're racist. Racist and homophobic people come in all shapes, size, colors, and ages. They look just like you and I. They just tell you, they look like everybody. They look like everybody. They look like everybody. It's like, there's no, I mean, they just look like everybody. And he's a person of color, so you would think that he would understand also how this is. So it's just kind of like, people say things that they actually mean, and maybe it changed. And so, can someone go back and dig up your tweets? Sure. You put it out there. See, my thing is like, the original thing was you put it out there for you to see it. You believed this when you put it out there. Okay. You did. When you said it, you put it out there. So should people go back and use it against you? Well, and again, consequence. It's out there. You said it. But I do believe, give him a chance to say something. Let him say something. Let her say. Let people apologize, say stuff. Well, I mean, here's the thing about me is that Alan's my buddy. I love Alan. Alan's my buddy. So I don't know about him, but it's just that there are people. So here's the deal. I came to this business. Tony Moore, Edition Days, and I came into this business about 8 years ago, and we were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and happy, wanting to work with everybody. We didn't see any competition. We were totally excited. There wasn't a lot of us around, to tell you the truth. There wasn't a lot back then. There were certain staples that were there, and some of those folks were so nice to us and continue to be nice to us. And there are others who not. And like I said, I have stories and stuff to back up what I'm saying. It's not just me being shady and saying, oh, I hate the person. No, I actually have actual stories and things, which I'm not going to share with anybody now. Maybe one day in a book, I will. But that happened. And Tony and I have always, without fail, just want to work with other people. We don't see competition. I don't see competition. There's enough. People love soap operas. They want to talk about them 24/7. I can't cover it 24/7. So I will completely say, watch Soap Party, listen to Soap Party 411. Go over to Take That Radio, Take Two Radio, say Take That, Take Two Radio. Go to 10 Floor. I posted all the different GH groups. I'm like, we're not on right now. I said, support these like 5 or 6 GH podcasts. They're different than ours. But it doesn't matter. You get at least you can go somewhere and talk about your soap. And to me, no problem. We want to work with some more Digest. It's not been nice to us. Nobody's been nice to us. So I've been out there myself, really trying to be there for people. Now, Root is trying to say something. I haven't even gotten to race or anything yet. I'm just saying I haven't even gotten to race. I just said they were not nice to us. The reasons why they don't like us, I have no idea. I can't confirm why they don't. I just have situations that have shown that they want nothing to do with us. Now, in Hollywood, there is racism, and there's homophobia and all that stuff. There is. So there is. So, and I've experienced that also. So there's all of that in there. But for these particular people that I tried to work with, I have no idea why. And some of them actually are other Black soap press and soap people. So it's not just white folks. I'm not just saying that. It's everybody. So for me, I continually always try to work with people. And there are some folks who are not nice. They're just not. There are many folks in the soap press who are about gossip. They're about gossip and shady news all the time. If you go to my shows, we don't do gossip. I don't do gossip. And Tony's shows, Edition Days, don't do gossip. We always do news. That's what we do. just news. We do news. We give opinions, and that's what we do. And my opinions are just my opinion. I always say, this is my opinion. This is my. I try to tell truth, shame the devil. And so for me, some folks, they know who they are. And I see everything they write about me or whatever they say about me, or steal my stories and not give me credit. Steal my video, say here, because I get all a lot of the group that I'm part of, kind of just by default. I'm one of the few that actually gets interviews with a lot of the stars, and so some of them give me really good tea in behind the scenes stuff. So some of it is really news, like Taraya. I'm the only person who really interviews Taraya. I'm the only person. There are a few others, but I'm the one who does it every year. I get huge numbers. So other outlets will take it because it is newsworthy, not tag me in the stuff, not tag me in anything, show part of the video or show a clip and send a link. So thank you. So I always go and acknowledge them and say, thank you for sharing my story. They never respond to me. I'm being shady, of course, when I do that, but I'm letting them know I've seen what you've done. It's happened many times over the years. So for me, I've said certain names over the years that they know who they are in certain groups. But at this point, it doesn't, like I said, one day I'll write a book and it'll all come out, but to me, it doesn't even matter. I have my lane. I know what I'm doing. I will work with anybody who wants to work with me, and I'm here. Let's do it. No, seriously, let's just do it. I appeared on other people's shows. Queers and Soaps is a new one now, and I do stuff with them. I'm here for it. I'm here for the village. But I just know there are folks who don't like me for whatever it doesn't like me. I know there are folks who think I'm too much. They think I always bring up race and sexuality. They think that I'm loud. Somebody this morning said on my things like, "Guy, you could get to the point." It's like, kids, it's fine. You have every right not to like me. Now, the one thing you're not going to do is come into my chat rooms and start shitting with me, which has happened many times over the years, because I will call you out on it. Because now it's like you're coming to my house and starting shit with me. So I do call it out. Like if you're at my house, I would call it out. And I've done it on many shows over the last 7-8 years. I've done it. I've had people attack my co-hosts. I will defend them. Lucretia's gotten a lot of hate over the years. So did Carla. So did Frank. So did Tony, Mark J. Freeman, Tammy Govea, Marissa Serafini, a lot of us, we've all gotten stuff. So that's just how, and we understand that's just how it is. We understand that's how they do. And Heather Johnson, you're absolutely correct. If you don't like James Law Jr., then don't watch me, because I don't give a shit. I really don't. I am 53 years old, and I've been in business 15 years total. And I know that I'm a good person. I know that I'm a person there's many folks behind the scenes will tell you I was there for them. I'm loyal. I am there for them. You wouldn't understand how many people I've helped in this business. I mean, names that they've called me up for advice for something and they needed something from me, and I gave it to them. I am that kind of person. I love this industry. I love this business. Jakarius, yes, I've experienced racism in this business many times. And that, to me, and just like I said, this ISA award, which I'll show you again just because it's wonderful. Again, I helped out Casey Hutchison. You had an idea, and it's my award. And now, 2.5 years later, I have an award in my hand. I see you. But that's because, and he will tell you, I gave him a chance. Because that's some young kid from and my Forgotten Hollywood show, which is huge. Doug Hess will tell you, I gave him a chance. He's from Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have a huge podcast. I just, I'm a person who I'm here to help. I'm here to help. There's nothing, if you have an idea that's great, let's do it. Candace, well, if it wasn't for me, Candace, it wouldn't be an award. I completely hooked her up with Casey for Forever and a Day. I suggested her. And I remember at that point, I hadn't met Candace in person. I knew her from, I did meet you in person. I did meet you in person by then. Sorry, I did meet you in person by then. for this award, the Capital City Web Award. And it's another one. Anthony Anderson, who's Black, clearly, said, I'm going to start an award show for brown content creators. I said, what do you need from me? I will completely help you out, assist whatever I could do. I presented to the Candace. I won an award. I didn't expect it. I've been nominated 5 times with him over there, but I support his venture because he's out there to help other people. I'm here of service to you guys. I try to get the best interviews. I try to do good interviews. I try to get diverse people who are big on the show, people who are not big on the show. There are a lot of folks who, some of the great stories are the ones who are not the top of the call sheet people. They're like the ones who, are supporting. They can take all kind of good tea. I try to feature all kinds of artists. I have so many actors who have come through my JLJ Media, musicians, producers, writers. I really do try to be there for folks. So, but if you don't like me or think I'm too uppity or think whatever, have a good time. I met you, Marlon, too. That's right. I met you, Marlon. That's right. In person. I was like, Marlon Wass. I knew that name. And we met in person. That's right. But that's, we gave Abby Scott, I gave her a chance. I created the Y. To AfterBuzz TV too. You guys don't understand. AfterBuzz TV, I created 5 shows there. Created them from scratch. So these soap shows started because of me, because of Tony Moore. Tony Moore started the first one. I did the others. Hey, I'm not perfect. I don't purport to be perfect. I have my flaw. I cry on TV. I laugh on TV. I cuss. I whatever. I don't care. I see all kind of stuff. But I'm telling you, I am as real as they come. What you see now, what you see in person. I'm this way with you guys. I am my grandkids, my kids, my friends. I'm exactly what you see. And you can take it or leave it. Don't tell me, you take it or leave it. You're right. You can, if you think I fuck James, and fuck James. I don't know. Okay. But I'm keep going. I got lots to do, lots to accomplish, lots to happen. And I just feel like the soap industry shouldn't be that hard. We should be kinder to each other. We should be there for each other. We should be working together, right? I mean, like, I don't understand. And some of Digest, they know who I am. They know who Tony is. They know us. I've never been featured in there, ever. 8 years, all the stuff I've done, amazing interviews. Nah, not even a blurb. I've had other friends who get blurbs and that one, I will call race on that one. Because I've had white friends who've done less than I have in less time get full pages in Soap Opera Digest. So I will drop that mic and say, yes, I think race has something to do with it. It's perception of what Black is. Yes, they feature some Black folks in their magazine here and there and stuff, but I think there's some issues. And I'll totally stand by that statement. I think if I was a white creator, I would have more exposure. I completely agree. I believe it because there's nothing else I can do. I've had the biggest stars on my show. I created the network out of scratch. This network, JLJ Media, is a huge network and growing. I work with the networks, Hallmark Channel, ABC, CBS. I work with all of them. Disney. I work with all of them, and I get amazing guests. So I don't know. Yes, and thank you, Amaya. And SOD several times made that mistake, right? Several times made the mistake of getting the wrong Black women. When Homegirl died, it was the wrong name. How do you get the wrong names? Don't seem to happen with the white folks. Just saying. But why am I not in there? Why is Tony in there? We get the biggest stuff. I've had Eric Braden. We did an interview with them, of course. But like Taraya, I was the only person interviewing them. Nobody else was interviewing them together. Yeah. And films, that's the thing. There's only 4 soaps left. I cover 3, Tony covers 1. I know the 4th one because I used to work with them. You mean James Reynolds was on Days Are Our Lives for 40 years? James Reynolds wasn't on Y&R. I know it's a typo, Candace, because Candace knows everything soap, so I know it's a typo. But I get to joke with you on that. But I had James Reynolds on the other day. I had Jordy Vilasuso on. Jordy has not been in anything else. He came on my show. We talked about his exit on Miami special. No coverage of that. It's amazing what goes on. Seriously, you guys would be so surprised. I'm telling you guys, there are things that go behind the scenes you just don't know. But when it comes to mistakes, Natasha says something that's very interesting. When they wrote that SOD, yeah, I forgot you didn't say that. When it comes to mistakes, I'm still always leery about what the mistake is and what does that mean. That's all. I was kind of looking like, what is the mistake exactly? It was, just in case. Oh, so Matt, I was showing off my awards, my Capital City Web Award, which is beautiful. Indie series, that's me. And my beautiful, I don't mind showing this over and over again. I just picked up my ISA today. ISA award, there it is. It's beautiful. It goes with my skin color. It's cute. So I got a place for it on the mantle back there. You see, that's I got cleared off. They'll sit next to each other. Oh, but you missed everything. You missed everything, Matt. I've been on for a while. We talked about the thing happening on General Hospital, people being rude to me, the business. You missed most of it. I'm sorry, you missed most of it. So I'm sorry. We have to rewatch and see what I say. So it's but the flip side of it all is there are a lot of folks in the business who love me, and I love them, and they're wonderful. I can call them up, and they're there for me, and it's a wonderful, wonderful community, and it's a great community. It's a great community. And Matt Litchfield is part of Spectrum Celebrity Events. He does stuff for Days and for the LGBTQIA plus community. So say hello to him. He's one of my favorites. He does one of my favorites. And so he's one of the nice ones also. And that's it's one of those things that there are some wonderful people here. There's some wonderful folks that are just supportive and loyal and just are there for each other and love the genre and really just try to promote the genre. And that's what I try to focus on mostly. But like I said, I do know folks talk about me, and they do, and they were right to. They can say whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. That's just how life works. Thank you. I appreciate that, George. I can't help but to be who I am. I'm too old now. Well, that's the thing, Natasha. So now the question is, where does this guy go from there? And how because the shows are filmed ahead of time. I don't know how far ahead GH. I think I'm gonna say 5 weeks, but their story goes on what's gonna play out. Obviously, that's not gonna stop. So I think that's gonna be the thing. Well, so I used to cheerleader all in cheering. So you got a quote from Ellen and your interview. Oh my God, yeah. I was like Candace Max, the kumbaya of the soaps. No, I do. As much as I talk shit, much as I go on here and shady as fuck, and I'm out here, I scream at you guys all the time, but I feel like a parent. Oh yeah, Mandis is here. That's right, Mandis is here. I'll always be myself. Sorry, kids. I'm not changing anytime soon. I'm too old. I'm not changing anytime soon. I'm probably gonna get worse. There's 6. So I know that Bold is like 7-8 weeks ahead. That's why I take breaks. Days is like 8 months ahead. So you can't stop anything there either. So I'm just like, people, I guess, have a right to say what they want on their pages. But to me, there should be consequences. That's just kind of the thing. That's the consequence, And trust me, I got raked through. And see, here's what makes me laugh. I got raked through the calls when I said the guy that plays Rory is too old for the girl who plays Trina. I said it. I still stand by it. But folks were just raking me through the calls. And it's so funny to see those. And for me, it was funny to see those same folks canceling him. Oh, yesterday you were all for him. But now you're screaming at me. And now you're saying, well, he's not. I mean, he's in his 30s, but that was like 2 years ago. So you can't like, okay, sure. So I don't know. I don't think, all personally, for everything aside, I don't think Michael Blake Kruse anything to worry about. I think he's going to keep his job. Remember, Michael kept his job for the longest time. He didn't get rid of it. He's in his early 30s. Yeah, he's married with a child. The Michael Blake Kruse guy is. And his mother's on Twitter. So she's on Twitter. She's all tweeting people too. But he's on there. So I think his job is fine. I know the Larry Blackman, word up. Everybody say, get the copies. No, but I think his job is fine. I really don't think anything's gonna happen for him on that. It'll just be with the fans. Have to work towards the fans who are on Twitter who saw it, and see if it can recover. Yes, the Sprino fan base is huge. I'm seeing it more and more. I mean, the people are in love with this couple, and I'm seeing it not really die down since the new Trina came on. So I think people just like that coupling period. So Rory's trying to come in, and there's folks who like Rory and Sprina together. So, but folks keep their jobs. They get their jobs. That's all. They get their jobs, and that's that. So that's what I'm saying. Are we? But see, I see Krista in here is very much for the forgiveness factor. And yes, like I said, if he's sincere and really has changed, then yes, I'm all for it. There are some people like Lori Loughlin, who was on When Calls the Heart and that whole college scandal. I'm hearing from people she really feels bad. And because the nature of what she did is for her children, not as bad as probably some other crimes. But I forgive her. She seems remorseful, and I forgive her, and she's a great actress. And she's taking some time off for herself, and she did go to jail and come back. Okay, I forgive her. I think, folks, she probably realizes that was a bad thing to do. And I believe it. Steve Burton hasn't apologized at all, and now he's on Beyond Salem. Some folks don't like that because he's standing by what he believes in. At some level, I got in trouble because I defended that he was always nice to me, and he has a right to not want to do that. So Disney had a right to let him go. Some person thought with me like he wasn't let go, he was fired. I'm like, he left. I'm like, no, I said, you want to talk semantics? No, he wanted a job. He said in his own mouth, he was let go. I was out of his own Steve Burton's two lips that he was fired because he wouldn't follow the mandate. But yes, semantics wise, he chose to follow the mandate. So in a way, yes, he was giving up his job. But ABC Disney said, we're going to follow through with this, and that's that. So for me, I got in trouble for saying I'm a vax person. I'm pro-vax, pro-mask and jobs. So I want folks to work. So that's the thing. But see, I don't trust fans all the time. Sorry, I just don't. I think Candace knows. I think some fans are fanaticals and some fans are fans. And I think some folks are willing to forgive someone they are in love with, or they think is cute or handsome, or they like the character. They're willing to let go of certain things. It's a proven fact. It happens in courts. When I used to work for the courts, they would ask like people for jury selection, if the person you thought was good looking, would it be harder for you to believe that they were guilty? And I admit, for me, in some cases, yes. I saw some of the defendants. I was like, that person's hot, but they did something bad. It's like that would be hard. It would be really hard. Let's be honest. It would be hard. It's hard for me to believe it. And then you see the facts, and then I think some fans, they were so in love with Rory because they were seriously. He had no lines. And he was already loved before he came on. But he was just in a uniform and he had no lines. People were already just shipping him so hard. I was saying, I kept saying, we don't know anything about him. We don't know the actor, no nothing. Everybody just kind of like, let him come in. But see, and now something happens. And some of those same fans are like, But maybe he isn't it. Maybe he isn't. Maybe he isn't. You know, I think that, and you're right. Some folks will never forgive, and that's their right also. And see, again, I'm not for cancel culture. I'm for consequence culture. You put it out there because you believed it. So it is up to you to make us believe that you've changed. It is. It's your thing. If I put something out there, I stand by it. And I go, you know what? I said this. I agree with it. This is what I believe, and that's that. But Krista, you are right. I said earlier on a show, we got to stop putting our people on pedestals because a lot of times we do, and then we're like, they're fallible. Oh, well, that sucks. We gotta be careful. We have to be careful with that. We put them on pedestals, and then they fall off the pedestal. Yes, I know. Yes, and that's the thing. But see, Matt, you're a fan, not a fanatical. There are many characters I hate on shows, but I love the person. Oh yeah, totally be separate. Totally. Right. That's why he's working on dates. So he doesn't have a rule on that. But I'm saying but Steve's never apologized. Steve was stuck but Steve kept quiet. Steve didn't say much. He's kept quiet, kept his mouth shut, kept his head low, said a few things. That's it. Oh, Tony, you missed a lot. You have to rewatch the show. I've been on for a while. Let's see, how long have I been on? I got 17. Let's see. I have 6. I had 17 likes. I had 17 likes and 13 people watching. Am I? You actually agree with me? I don't think I don't think you not usually agree on stuff, but you actually agree with me. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Am I? I guess dreams can come true. I guess we can agree on something. Yes, but yeah, I do. I think if I say something that offends a group of people, it's up to me to make it right, and that's what he says he wants to do. He said it. I want to make things right. He said I want to. So I'm hoping because I don't know him. He's new to our genre. We don't know. I've never met him. I'm hoping he is being sincere. So I will go with Krista in the sense of I'm open to. Yeah, he does have something to worry about Candace. That's true. But I'm saying I'm holding open to hear what he has to say and what he does next. I'm not going to write him off right away. Some folks are like, he's canceled, he's done, he's regular. I'm not going to do that. But he did. He admitted. He said those things. He said them. He posted them. He thought he erased them. So if he erased them, that means he knew they were wrong. I mean, you know what I mean? And I tell him all the time, check my bag. I got no racist tweets, no homophobic tweets. I don't. I'm not. I'm neither of those things. So you won't find out in my stuff. So I think people just need to understand that it's a tightrope. When you're out in the public eye, you guys out there have a right to say, I don't like what you wrote there. You're this, you're that. I don't care for your show. I don't care for your character. You have a right to say that. You have a right to go, I don't care for it. I have a right to say I love it. I have a right to say I do love this. I love that. I hate this person. I like it. I have a right to say that. You have it too. It's just what we do. We all have that. We all have that right. So I just think I just really am gobsmacked because I was off Twitter for most of the day yesterday, and I come on last night like, what am I reading? Like, what scandal? What's going on? And that part makes me laugh so hard. That makes me laugh so hard. But see, because here's the thing: youth is also brought into this too. There are young racist people. I don't know if it's to do with youth. If people just are young, they're old racist people. Also, there's this kind of underlying thought, like, well, they're so young, they don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Would the parents at Uvalde, Texas, agree with that for the 18-year-old guy who had a gun and shot up their kids? No. He's 18 years old. He bought a gun. And he went and shot some kids up. Not all 18-year-olds do that. It's not some thing that, well, I was young, I just did it. No, it's like that's serious business. Because older, like Ken was saying, there are older folks too who commit these crimes and who say stupid stuff in tweets, because Rademacher is not young either. It's like, so it's kind of like, yeah, yeah. So 2020 was not a long time ago. That was 2 years ago. I mean, it's like a long time ago because of the pandemic. It seems like a lifetime ago. But no, that's not it. So it means he was only in his late 20s. So again, this age thing, it seems to be a weapon used for whoever's side they want to use. They can use it as, well, he was just super young. Yeah, you can get married, have a relationship, go to college, all these things you can do at 18, 19 years old, and be perfectly adult. I was very mature for my age. I was a nurse. I was actually taking care of patients. I was actually having patients, working on patients, this whole thing. I'm like, and they said I was capable of doing it. I went to school, had training, and at 19, 20 years old, I was working with patients. So your life would have been in my hands. But I was gonna say, if I decide, yeah, I don't want to wait on this person who's Black or this, whatever. Oh, he was young when he said that, so that's just young. I'm sorry, not all youthful people are just dumb shits either. But it's not. And to me, doing dumb shit means partying too much, maybe wrecking the car when you shouldn't have drove the car, maybe cheating on your girlfriend or whatever. Like that, to me, those are dumb shit things you do when you're young. Drink too much and party, throw up everywhere. That's dumb shit stuff. Being a racist and a homophobe, that's not dumb shit. That's dumb, but it's not dumb shit stuff when you're young. Somehow you learn that somewhere, and you have to finally grow out of it. So yes, you can grow out of it. I mean, I've seen it happen. So, but I'm just like, this age thing is always very interesting. 10 years ago, I'm like, okay, 10 years ago, you were 21, 22. Okay. I don't know. I'm just like, just, I don't know. It's all too much. Kids, I wish I could talk more. I'm gonna show my award one more time. ISA Awards. I have to, my other award. I have to go. I'm on my vacation, but I had to come on today. My baby. My baby. It's my baby. I can see you. So thank you, ISAs. I got to hug Susan Bernhardt, who is one of the presidents. Got to hug her and see her. She did the handoff. It was really nice. So thank you to the ISAs. Thank you, everybody, for the award. Thanks to For Every Day and all their hard work. Candace Mack and everybody, the group there. They are on their own channel, season 3, so you can check them out over there. They have seasons 1 and 2 there too. So the season we won the award is on their channel also, so you can check them out over there. I don't know what the name of the channel is. Candace, you can tell me the name of the channel. Because it's not a separate like For Every Day channel, so I can't remember. But you guys, I mean, my family, I love you guys came in here. We talked about it. We shared. It's life, kids. It's life. I'm gonna have a good rest of the day. I'm gonna go celebrate my friend who got her master's degree and is celebrating her 43rd birthday. Candace, I'll talk to you later. Matt, I love you. Everybody in chat room, thank you so much for everything. Candace, when you get your ISA, let's cheers ISA awards. Like that. George, Megan. Let me get some shout outs before I go out. George, Megan, Amaya, Krista. See you there. Well, Rook King was in here. Actually, Rook King and I, we got along today. I'll give you points for that too. Kirsten Marie, my girl. Johnson, Tony JC, Films 5555555, of course. There's my girl Tasha Hunter, Texas Ranger fan, and more. Thank you so much for coming in and checking me out on a Sunday.